Hey everybody, happy Wednesday morning. It's New Comics Day. My name is John. I'm here at the Midtown Comics warehouses where I work, where I've just gone through a whole stack of new releases, today's new releases, and I've narrowed it down to some comics that I'll recommend you guys check out or pick up today. First up, we've got Happy #1 by Grant Morrison and Derek Robertson. If I didn't know better, I would think that this book was written by Garth Ennis. It's, for example, page 1, sample dialogue, Nick Sachs is a cunt. You know, like some men are pussies, some are dicks or assholes. Nick Sachs is a professional cast iron cunt. After that, it goes into some guys getting shot in the head, hooker sex. A lot of Grant Morrison is honestly over my head. I don't know what he's talking about or trying to do sometimes, but this is pretty straightforward, dumbed down Grant Morrison, which I appreciated and enjoyed. It's pretty standard fare. Nick Sachs, besides being a cunt, is a former police officer who screwed up and is now a down on his luck private investigator who, if he was in a movie, would probably be played by Bruce Willis. Definitely Bruce Willis. All that's pretty standard. But the twist of it is, after being shot up and injected with a ton of morphine, Nick starts to hallucinate and see a kind of purple-blue dragon horse unicorn thing, named Happy, of course. But of course, as it turns out, Happy is not a hallucination, it's probably real. So I definitely enjoyed this. Derek Robertson was the perfect artist for this book. So if you want to check out some dumbed down, just fun Grant Morrison, I recommend Happy. Normally with this vlog, I'd like to focus on #1s like Happy. There were not a lot of #1s out this week, but there were a crap load of DC Zero issues. And just to go through a few of these real quickly. Let's see, Batman Incorporated #0 was a pretty good history of Batman Incorporated. It has Batman recruiting various Batmen of countries like France and England, and a Native American Batman, which is not a country. And actually, it's not even focusing on the Native American Batman, it's focusing on the Native American Batman's Robin, which was actually pretty cool. The character is pretty interesting. You know, not to spoil it for you, but it was cool to see. I'm always up for minority characters of color, so definitely check that out. But the best selling point of the book is that it has art by Chris Burnham and Fraser Irving, so that one's a recommendable Zero issue. We also have Flash #0 by Francis Manapul, which I've actually never read any Flash New 52. I read Jeff Johns' Flash a while back, and that was Flash at that time was Wally West. This Flash is Barry Allen, all of which is a little confusing if you're not into Flash, but since it's an origin story, it's pretty good. And again, the selling point is the art. Manapul's art is fairly beautiful, and the layouts are pretty unique and engaging, so that's another good one. Believe it or not, Superman #0 by Scott Lobdell. I enjoyed it, okay? I mean, you know, Lobdell, not the greatest track record, let's say. But it's a pretty cool history of backstory of Superman. It focuses mainly on his parents, and he portrays them as kind of super scientist, secret agent types. And the art's by Kenneth Rocafort. It's pretty good. I don't know if I would actually check out more Superman after reading this, but this one was, you know, a good first outing for Scott Lobdell, let's say. Also out this week, Zero issue, Justice League Dark. This is by Jeff Lemire. I like Jeff Lemire. I like John Constantine, and obviously he's the main character, as you can tell by the cover. It also features him meeting and hooking up with Zatanna. The story is okay. The art is a little bit clean for Constantine. I think he needs a little grittier style, but it works well with Zatanna, you know, because it's very pretty art. I think the bad guy is not as bad as he could be, but Constantine's sort of a, you know, lovable bastard. a younger lovable bastard. So that was another good Zero issue. The rest of them, and there were a lot, were, you know, I could go on about them, but they had their ups and downs. But those three, what was that, 3 or 4, were the ones I recommend.